I was just out in the back of the building on the tarmac. You're going to get a chance to meet some really great people. Some people who live lives just a lot like yours, and who came to have an enormous passion for this thing that we here in Wichita sometimes take for granted, frankly. This glorious thing called the aviation industry. And it's not just about airplanes. I'll tell you my story. So I had 3 good friends who I'd gone to college with, and we were looking for the next great thing in our lives. And much like you, we were trying to figure out what should we do? Where do we go from here? We'd been to school, we had an education. I was an engineer by training. I had a degree in mechanical engineering, so I knew a little bit about blueprints, I knew a little bit about how to make things, but I didn't know what I wanted to do next. But I was in this glorious place. How many have been to the airport here? How many have been to our commercial airport? You've flown in and out, and you see the big signs that say Air Capital of the World. We knew that was here. We knew it was this glorious opportunity for us to go do well for ourselves, to take care of our families. It would be interesting. We knew all of that. But we also knew that we had enormous resources around us. Really talented engineers, really smart instructors, people who knew how to put things together, how to make fasteners all fit and sheet metal bend, and machines run and cut metal. And they knew how to design. We had engineers in Wichita. They knew how to take a program and take it from an idea where somebody says, we've got to make this fit, and they could draw it and make a machine produce it. We also had people who knew beauty. We shouldn't take that for granted either. Some of you will have real talents. When you go look at these airplanes, they are absolutely engineering marvels. The things that they can do, the speeds at which they can fly, the turns that they can make. Now they're all heated and cooled. All you pilots in here would appreciate that. When we first flew, it wasn't always that way. But they're also beautiful. Some of you will have talents in design to take these things that fly and make them pretty and special and unique, so that people all around the world will want to build the airplanes that you worked on, or buy the airplanes that you worked on. They'll want to be part of that. My story continues in that we decided to get involved in the machine shop business. How many of you have family members that are in the aviation business? Lots of you, I suspect. Your sisters and cousins and brothers and dads and mothers who are involved in that. We ran a small machine shop. It was 6 miles north of here at 7330 North Broadway. And we had great people working all around us. Many of them had come from exactly where you did, exactly where you sit today. And they had come to have a real passion for science or for engineering. Their talent, their creativity, their willingness to work really hard to help our company succeed allowed our business to be very successful. And we loved it. We loved it every day because I got to work with some of the greatest people in all of the world. You know, since then I've now run for office. I'm your congressman. I go to Washington, D.C. almost every week. I come back on the weekends. And when I'm in Washington, I hear folks talk about their own communities, whether they're from Idaho or Florida or Tennessee or wherever it is that they may be from. And when I get on an airplane and fly back to Wichita, I am always incredibly appreciative of what we have here. We have these great resources, whether it's the Aviation Institute or the college that you're sitting at today, or all of the great people who have come before us, whether that was from Cessna or Beechcraft or the Stearman Company, all of these folks whose shoulders we will all stand on the aviation world, they're all here. They're all here to help you. And that's the great thing for you all today. You'll get a chance to meet many of these folks. Ask them hard questions. Ask them about what it is you should learn. Should you take the engineering class? Should you take the math class? How should you think about it? Should you go get a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree? The options are literally endless. They'll talk about them. Each of them will have taken some path that's slightly different. Find the one that fits you. Find the passion that you have. You have this glorious blessing to be living here in South Central Kansas, where this aviation community cares about you and will give you real opportunities to make a very special life in science and technology and engineering and math, and in aviation in particular. Enjoy your day, explore aviation. I hope to see all of you around airplanes in the decades ahead. Thank you all. Have a great day.